Sit down. You want me to hold you in contempt? Sit down. In that blue chair.
Do I have to
sit down?
There? I am the authorized agent to the decedent estate. I am coming in here as the settler, and I want to settle this case.
You either go to the clerk's window now and get a trial date, or I'll have you taken into custody now. You got it? This is typical behavior for you because you're a sovereign citizen. Take her down to the jail now.
This is kidnapping.
I thought the Constitution didn't apply to you.
You are violating your oath!
This is the best sovereign citizen moment I've ever seen. This judge literally drags this idiot sovereign citizen out of court, and it does not get better than this. Let me know in the comments if you think this judge is too harsh, because a lot of you guys in my last video thought he was way too harsh. But this lady walks into court thinking she's above the law, starts saying the usual "I don't consent" garbage, and the judge just shuts it all down like a boss. It's honestly one of my favorite and funniest court moments I've seen in a long time. She really thought she was gonna outsmart a judge with YouTube legal advice. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Let's dive in here and watch her get humbled in front of the courtroom here.
Take a seat.
I have a question.
In this blue chair.
Do I have to
sit down?
Do I have the same rights?
You want me to hold you in contempt? Sit down. In that blue chair.
Do I have to
sit down?
There?
One more time. Sit down. You are charged with one count of no operator's license, a minor misdemeanor subject to a maximum fine of $150 plus court costs. You also are charged with one count of expired plates, also a minor misdemeanor subject to a maximum fine of $150 in court costs.
I am the authorized agent to the decedent estate. I am coming in here as the settler, and I want to settle this case.
I will enter no plea on your behalf to these charges. I've given you 3 plea options to plead.
No, I do not recognize anyone in this court.
Okay, well,
I don't recognize you or the bailiff or anybody else in this court. I'm just going to surrender the person to the court because I'm not coming back.
I don't know what that means.
You do know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I am not the ens legis non de guerre.
I've been practicing law for 36 years, and what you've just said to me has no meaning to me whatsoever. So let me say it one last time, because we have other cases to handle today. If you don't leave the courtroom and go to the clerk's window and get a trial date, which is what I'm scheduling in this case, I will hold you in contempt of court and I'll have you arrested. You either go to the clerk's window now and get a trial date, or I'll have you taken into custody now. You got it? Court is now on the record in City of Conneaut versus Amber McHenry, 24 TRD 819. Ms. McHenry entered no plea to charges of no operator's license and expired plates, each of which is a minor misdemeanor, on December 17th, 2024. I scheduled it for a bench trial for January 8th of 2025. Ms. McHenry was given notice of that bench trial. I have a signed receipt in the file showing she got notice of that bench trial. Present on January 8th, 2025 was the law director along with a police officer. Ms. McHenry failed to appear. As a result of her failure to appear, I issued a warrant for her arrest. That was January 8th. It's now over a month later, February 11th, and Ms. McHenry is now turning herself in on the warrant. She is in the courtroom, and she is without an attorney. Ms. McHenry, why were you not here on January 8th of 2025?
I have a question about the case.
Ms. McHenry, sit down. This is not your courtroom. Sit in that chair.
I have a question about the case. That's not the case number that I had.
Yes, it is, Ms. McHenry. You've got other cases pending that are set for jury trial.
The original case number that I had was like TDR like 0800 something. And
24 TRD 819.
819. Okay. I was just double checking on the case number. Can you repeat your question then? No.
Why were you not here on January 8th?
I put in an appearance and it was rejected and struck from the record, and I was sent a letter saying that I am not who I said I was. So I have a question about that because I don't understand.
This is not a discussion here. This is not a conversation. I ask a question, you respond to my question.
Finally, we get a no-nonsense judge for these sovereign citizens. It is just so rare to see this nowadays, and this judge is now officially one of my favorites. He's definitely up there with Judge Oakley, and I don't know, maybe Judge Simpson too. But so far, this lady is definitely not the worst sovereign citizen we've seen yet, but I just love how this judge is handling it. I mean, he's not letting her talk in circles or pull that "I don't answer to you" nonsense. I mean, one of my biggest pet peeves personally is when these sovereign citizens try to act like the judge's questions are optional. Like, bro, this is not a choose your own adventure book.
Now, this is typical behavior for you because you're a sovereign citizen. At least you claim to be.
I've never claimed that.
Well, your documentation that you filed, including the one you filed today that did not have a correct caption or case number on it, is indicative of that. So let me ask you, Ms. McHenry, again, why were you not physically, personally present in the courtroom on January 8th, 2025 for your trial?
I need the oath and bonds to be put for each person acting as a public official in this case who is acting as a public servant to be put on the record. And I also require the indemnity bond, and I'm going to require the other bonds. I need the accounting. Please, for the record, let it be known that you exited.
I did. I exited the courtroom and asked a police officer and probation
Who passed
officer.
the indemnity bond? Where is the bill of particulars?
The
Because
bond
I
is
did not receive it.
the warrant is being executed. You're being taken into custody. Take her down to the jail now.
I was not given the warrant.
Take her down to the jail now.
Why am I being arrested?
Take her down to
For
the
what?
jail.
What crime have I committed? Get off me. This is kidnapping. This is a false arrest.
Stop playing.
No, this is a false arrest.
Okay, relax.
This is kidnapping. They're violating my rights, my constitutional rights. I put in.
I thought the Constitution didn't apply to you.
The Constitution applies to every living man and woman.
Yeah.
You are violating.
Right from the opening seconds, we see the tension skyrocket. The judge repeatedly asks the woman to sit down and stop interrupting, but she insists on presenting herself as the authorized agent to the decedent estate, a classic line from the Sovereign Citizen playbook. Things escalate quickly when she refuses to follow courtroom protocol, and the judge doesn't hesitate. He warns her, either cooperate or get arrested. This isn't just a power play, it's about maintaining order in a courtroom. Question. For you, if you were the judge, would you have reacted the same way? Or would you have tried to reason with her longer? This segment is peak sovereign citizen confusion. The judge tries to read out basic charges, expired plates, no operator's license, both minor misdemeanors. But instead of responding like anyone else would, she rejects the court's authority entirely. She claims to be a settler trying to settle the matter and then refuses to enter a plea. When she says she doesn't recognize the court, you can see the judge's patience hit its limit. Be honest, have you ever heard, "Someone sounds so confident while making absolutely no legal sense"?
We got a president with 37 felonies, sir. He was under somebody's jurisdiction. So I don't know how you, a black man born in America, thinks that you got some stuff that's going to keep you from being under somebody's jurisdiction. I'm not playing your game.
So I'm just not under your jurisdiction. I'm representing my trust. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to, like, I do my research. I see laws. I see common laws.
You
Are
have to
you
do it. You've
practicing
seen
law
other.
from the bench? Are you
You've
pleading
seen
for
other
me?
people do it.
So yeah, this judge does not hold back on this idiot sovereign citizen. I'm not gonna spoil too much, so let's go ahead and dive in here. Let me know what you guys thought about that last hearing. So without further ado, let's dive in and watch this judge humble this idiot.
Was trying to tell me this earlier. Mr. Lamech Thomas had an
Yes.
announcement to the court. I believe.
Yes, I would like that announcement. I was going to ask. Go ahead.
All right, so I won't be needing an attorney. I'll be representing myself as my trust. I'll be representing my trust. I wouldn't need an attorney.
Okay, what you mean by your trust?
I'm sorry.
What you mean by your trust?
My name is trademark copyright. Representing my trust when they have.
What does all that mean legally? Do you even understand what you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am. No jurisdiction. I'm not under
No, ma'am. No, sir, Mr.
jurisdiction.
Thomas, no. No. We got a president with 37 felonies, sir. He was under somebody's jurisdiction. So I don't know how you, a black man born in America, thinks that you got some stuff that's going to keep you from being under somebody's jurisdiction. All this, I done trademark my name and it's I'm not the true man and it's the paper man and all that foolishness, Mr. None of that works. Y'all go on the internet and figure out some stuff that don't make a bit of sense. And then it hampers you because you think you know better than an attorney who's gone to school for 3 years and 4 years before that to go to college, and they figured out, and then they worked. Mr. Lynch has been an attorney. I've known him for 10 years now, at least, right, Mr. Lynch? So, but you think
getting close.
you think you done gone online and found some stuff, and you the trust of the straw man of the sir. You don't even understand the American legal system and how it works, but you gonna make up your own stuff because somebody done told you that this works. Same person who told you it works, it don't work. Then what kills me is y'all do stuff like, oh, and under the UCC and the maritime, y'all start quoting stuff that doesn't mean anything. I had one guy in Atlanta tell me something was under maritime law. I was like, sir, we are not even near the ocean. Maritime law is for the ocean. It's the esoteric foolishness that y'all get because y'all have done your research. No professional. What you over here talking about you the trust. Okay, imagine if you walked into a hospital and they told you needed surgery and you said, oh no, I'm the trust. I'm not the man. I'm gonna do my own surgery because I looked it up online.
I'm not the trust. I'm representing the trust.
No, Mister, you don't even know what that means. What I'm saying to you is professionals work for years to learn this, to be able to represent people. You wouldn't walk into a hospital if you had a stab wound or a gunshot wound and say, oh, no, the trust is going to take care of me. I'm going to do it myself because I did some research. I am so sick of y'all thinking that.
At this point, the judge outlines the timeline. She was scheduled for trial on January 8th, 2025, got proper notice but didn't show up. A warrant was issued. She's now turning herself in, but still won't follow basic courtroom rules. The judge tries again to ask why she missed court, and her answer: I submitted an appearance, but it was rejected. She seems to think that filing paperwork gives her the power to override an entire legal process. Viewer question: do you think she genuinely believes her arguments, or is this just a way to avoid accountability? This is where the judge's no-nonsense attitude really shines. She tries to debate the case number, nitpicking technicalities, but the judge is firm. Sit down, this is not your courtroom. It's an important reminder. No matter how many YouTube videos someone watches, legal systems don't bend just because someone doesn't like them. And when she finally explains why she missed court, her reasoning again circles back to rejection of identity and authority. Let us know, do you think sovereign citizens should face harsher penalties for wasting the court's time like this? We reach the breaking point here. She starts demanding the court provide oath and bonds of all officials, another sovereign citizen myth based on misunderstood legal terms. The judge makes it clear there's no such obligation. And when she refuses to comply yet again, he orders her into custody. Her response? She claims kidnapping. Yes, really. In her mind, being arrested for skipping court and refusing to enter a plea is somehow a violation of her constitutional rights. Serious question, should courts have better ways to deal with these conspiracy-based legal theories? Or is firm enforcement the only solution? Switching gears, we meet another sovereign citizen, this time a man who claims he'll represent his trust. He spouts phrases like, "I've trademarked my name," and rejects the court's jurisdiction. The judge, once again, doesn't entertain it. She calmly breaks down why none of it makes legal sense, comparing it hilariously to doing your own surgery just because you looked up videos online. It's both funny and sad, because these people truly believe they've unlocked some secret legal hack. Audience, what do you think? Is internet misinformation to blame for this surge in sovereign citizen beliefs? This judge deserves an award for patience. She explains, step by step, how trials, charges, and pleas actually work. He says he wants to enter a no-low plea, then says he's not under jurisdiction, then tries to talk circles again. It's chaos. She keeps steering him back to the actual process, refusing to let him derail the hearing. This is courtroom professionalism at its best. Engagement check. If you were the judge here, would you let him keep talking or cut it short? Immediately? And just when it seems like he might finally cooperate, boom. He hits her with another, "I'm not under your jurisdiction" speech. It's wild. The judge once again says she'll just enter a not guilty plea for him and put him on the trial calendar. He tries to object, but she shuts it down. The truth is, you can't opt out of the legal system just because you don't consent. If that worked, everyone would do it. Have you ever seen a judge stay this calm under pressure? Let us know in the comments.
Hampered by the fact of what you don't know. I'm not playing your game. So let me know. I want you to be clear that this is how this is going to go. We clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So are you entering a not guilty plea and you intend to go to trial?
What are the charges? I wasn't read the charges when I came in here. I was skipped for some.
Yeah, actually you were, because you have traffic charges and then you have an obstruction charge. Case 2024CR02581, obstruction of an officer. That's the one where you've decided you do not want the assistance of an attorney. The next case is 2021CR04186, traffic violation, which is generally a red light violation. License driving on a suspended or revoked license, count 2. No license, count 3. One of those will merge, so you won't face both of those because of the merger doctrine. So either you would if you were convicted, you would face either the driving on suspended or revoked license or the no license, not both. But those are the charges that are currently pending for you.
All right, I did hear eligible for NOLO. I did hear that come about. So I'll see fit NOLO on the.
Okay, but Mr. Thomas, listen to me. If you're entering a plea of guilty or NOLO, we do a plea right now. If you're entering a plea of not guilty, that means you wish to have a trial at a later date. You can have a jury trial or a bench trial. If you want to do NOLO on your traffic offenses, that's fine. We can do that case now, and you can save the next case for a trial. But if you're entering a plea of NOLO and you want to do that on your traffic offenses, that's fine. We can do that now.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to answer NOLO traffic offenses and not guilty for the obstruction of officer. And by any chance, did that police report show up yet?
We're still calling on the police report, Your Honor.
Okay, so now that you're representing yourself, then you'll have to ask for the discovery and get that information through the Solicitor General's office. If you just write a note saying that you wish to have discovery on this case, then you drop that off at the office or mail it to them, and she'll give you all of the discovery so that you can be ready for trial. Okay?
So I go to the courthouse?
Yeah, you can do that. On the third floor, the Solicitor General's office, and you want to give them a handwritten note. You don't have to type it up or nothing. You can handwrite it that says, "I wish to have the discovery." All right, Mr. Thomas, did you wish to do the traffic court now? The traffic offenses now?
I believe so, yes, ma'am.
All right. So raise your right hand for me.
I'm not in the jurisdiction of a courthouse, ma'am.
Okay, the law has changed, which when under COVID, which allowed us to do hearings by video. So as long as you are on video with me in the virtual courtroom, you're under the jurisdiction and we can do the plea. Did you wish to continue?
No, ma'am, because I'm not under the jurisdiction. I'm in the video because I don't really know how to work this virtual courtroom setup yet. But if I need to exit video to further more speech that I'm not in a jurisdiction, I can exit the video, not the chat.
Okay. Are you entering a plea of not guilty for this offense also?
For which one?
For the traffic offenses?
No, man, that'll be a no-lo for...
No, we're not doing a no-lo. If you're not willing to do the no-lo by video, then we're not doing the plea right now. You've seen this. You've seen the people come from the jail calendar, and there was even one person in the courtroom. You've been here the whole time, so you've seen how this works. Like I said, I'm not playing your game. Either we do the plea the way everybody else has done it, or
this isn't a game. Like I don't even do court. Like I just happen to get stopped a few times in trucks that aren't mine, so I somehow get entangled with the police and the court system. But this isn't my field. But like I was saying, like it's definitely possible to do a no-lo. I'm just not under your jurisdiction. I'm representing my trust. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to. Like I do my research. I see laws. I see common laws.
Okay, that is the last case. Mr. Morris will be reset to next week.
Yes, Mr.
And Your Honor, for clarity purposes, is Mr. Thomas's, is his traffic case being a not guilty as well? That way we know how to proceed on that one.
I'm gonna enter a not guilty on his behalf because I'm not doing the foolishness today.
Man, I asked that. I'm not pled. Like you don't plead on my behalf. I don't call
Mr. Thomas. That's fine. You can ask me anything you want to ask, but I'm done. I'm not doing this. You say you want to enter a no-lo plea. I tell you how to do it. You've seen other you've seen other people do it, and you don't want to play the game. You don't want to follow the laws and the procedures as we have them. So I'm gonna do what I need to do, which is to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. We'll put you on the trial calendar. Thank you, sir. You are done for today.